So this is actually only the second time that we've done a demo of the month at HealthTO. And tonight, we have Albert here from Hypercare, who's going to do a demo of the Hypercare platform in 5 minutes or less.
Oh, all right, cool. How's everyone doing? Yeah?
Sorry.
Cool, great. I'm a little bit sick, so I'm usually 20 times more enthusiastic. Just a little bit less enthusiastic today, but I'll try my best. So does anyone know what PagerDuty is? Raise your hand if you know PagerDuty. Cool. Do you guys want pens? Cool. Oh, sorry. All right, that didn't work out very well, so no more. All right, cool. So, and does anyone know Slack? Everyone probably knows Slack. So we're basically Slack and PagerDuty for healthcare. That's the quick story of it. And so I'm Albert, and to understand the problem, I slept in on-call beds, which feels like paper, to be honest, shadow physicians, and spoken to 100 clinicians by now. And one of the problems, the way care is coordinated in healthcare is that pagers are a de facto way of communication. So a pager looks like this. To be honest, I've never seen one since until I started this company, but this is what pager looks like. It's a 100-year-old technology used in healthcare, and paper and pen, and then lastly, the fax machine, which we all love. And so one of the problems in healthcare is that clinicians are not one clinician taking care of patients. It's multiple clinicians from different discipline, PT included, physicians, OT, PT, RNs, and they're all taking care of the patient, but they don't have a central platform to communicate with. And pagers are not real time, unfortunately. And so people have picked up texting, consumer texting apps like WhatsApp and iMessage, and it only solves a minimal amount of problem because you still can't understand who's on call. So you can only message people that you already know. And then lastly, telecoms really do not give a shit about pagers anymore. And so lastly, for healthcare organizations, there's 4 things they struggle with. It's hard for people to figure out who's on call. It's hard to coordinate care outside of your hospital. Clinicians have to spend 45 minutes, an hour, triaging through the phone just to figure out who's the family physician. And it's very, very difficult to update the on-call schedule. It's manual work, hours and hours. And then lastly, it's hard to stay compliant because people just use WhatsApp instead, which is best for patient care, to be honest. So we are that unified solution to connect everyone together, kind of like a glue-ish, yeah. So I'll show you how the app works, but basically schedule coordinators of each department can input the on-call schedules. It gets consolidated in real time. No one's manually taking Excel sheets of all these different formats from all these different departments and putting it all together, and then faxing it to each department, and then people printing it out, which obviously what ends up happening is people get paid wrongly because they're on vacation, and it doesn't get disseminated in real time. So, I'm going to quickly show my application. Whoa. I'm going to eat a tomato while I wait. So, all right, so, as you can see right now, it's kind of blurred, but imagine a radiology on-call schedule for Acme Teaching Hospital. So I have all these different roles. In order to create a role, it's very easy. So I'm going to create radiology trauma. Let's do it in 5 seconds. 0800 to 1700, I do military time in healthcare. I'm going to repeat every day. Someone needs to be on call for sure. I'm going to create that role, and now I can put someone on call for that role. Boom, boom. All these days are working. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, on call. Damn, so fast. So, and that's only one part of the application. It only gets more exciting, yeah. So, I'm going to show you how the actual app works for clinicians. So I'm going to screen share if this works. I ran out of tomatoes. So there you go. So I'm on the application now. Okay, cool. So I'm on the application. As you can see, I have a WhatsApp-like interface, but it's all healthcare compliant. We've gone through too much due diligence to go to do this. So I can quickly go into a chat. I can quickly send consults as well. So let's pretend I'm an emergency physician. I can send the medical record number. This is a consult for Jane Smith. And then this is a condition that is happening. So I'm not going to explain all the medical terminologies, but basically I'm asking an emergency physician to check I'm an emergency physician asking ENT resident to check for this abscess that's happening in someone's mouth. I'm getting messages inside the app right now. All right, sorry. I'm very popular on this app, only on this app. So So I sent over the image now, and as you can see, Will Smith is actually not available, and he's in OR. So in real time, I know exactly if they're available or not, all in real time. Now my contacts are all from my organization, so I don't have to add anybody by phone number. I can assign clinical tasks as well. So I can assign clinical tasks to check CBC, and then I can quickly assign it to one of my colleagues as well. Yes, we do a lot of stuff. And done. So now it's going to show up in my thing as delegated. In real time, I'll know when they finish it. I'm going to do locating really quickly. I'm going to show you why it's so exciting. So I'm going to go to medical imaging. I can go to any department, figure out who's on call, tap it, and boom, I go into chat with them. Boom, there you go. Cool.
Thank you, Albert.
No worries. Anytime.